Hi everyone. Just trying to get the live stream rolling on Instagram right now. So give me 1 second to just get that rolling because I think we're going to be streaming. Um, oh yeah, there we go. I think we are on live on Instagram too. Okay, great, good. Hang on, I'm coming back in a second. I just got to flip my windows around here. Hello, everyone. Happy holidays. Hey, everybody. Thanks for coming. We are going to have a good time talking about gardening. I got some of my favorite gardening people here to join us today. I'll wait a little bit while people are um, coming in to. Hey, Robbie's here. Hey, Robbie. Um, Waiting for everybody to come in to say hi, everybody. Tell me where you're from. um, I hope everybody is like, things are getting their holiday plans in order. I put up a tree today and I put up a wreath today. So, right on schedule for me. My holiday cards are not quite filled out. So, this is perfect timing for me. Hey, everyone. Thanks for coming in. Sandy, Theana, Heather, Banana Sue. Sorry, I like calling you Banana Sue. Um, June from Door County. What a nice day we have here in Wisconsin today, relatively speaking, compared to where it's been. Um, I was hoping I was going to be able to figure out how to do some polls, but I'm going to ask you guys a few questions while we get rolling here. First of all, I want to know how your gardens are looking right now. Um, what's happening? Is anything happening out there? Um, Silver Cat wants to know if this is a wine party. Listen, every party is a wine party if you want it to be. Nashville North. Nice. Okay, tell me what's happening in your gardens. Are we liking them? Are we forgetting about them? It was nice enough here today that I did a little stroll around the garden to just kind of get the lay of the land and see what's happening out there. And it was nice to get outside a little bit today and without risking frostbite like I have been. Angela says covered in snow, and yes, a glass of wine. That's great. Glad to hear that. One of the polls I was going to ask if I could have figured out how to. Snow is melting. Garden is being ignored. Moles are wreaking havoc. Oh no, that's a bummer. I'm very sorry to hear that. Oh, hi, Michelle. Oh my God, Robbie, are you going to be okay? 57. Do we need to send help? Oh, oh my gosh. Deer ate all of my gorgeous pink berries and my proudberry cloudberries. Oh, I'm so sorry. That is terrible. Um, oh yeah, into the freeze thaw in New Hampshire. No, I have nothing for that except that if you're worried about specific plants, throw something on top of them. Take any extra branches off a Christmas tree. Throw some cover on top of them to kind of help keep them insulated a little bit from that terrible freeze thaw thing. And some things like, heucheras are so prone to frost heaving um, that there's almost nothing you can do. But anything you're worried about, I would say try to find some leaves or brush or evergreen boughs, whatever you got to sort of throw on top of them to give them a little bit of extra insulation, which kind of makes that freeze thaw cycle a little bit easier on them. Dust storms in Texas. What kind of heat are we talking about? Are we talking like 80 or are we talking more than that? Um, Snow covered garden in Delaware on Sunday. Now back to no snow on Friday with mid 50 temperatures. We are going to supposedly have a Christmas that's like 50 degrees or something. And years ago, as a kid, I would have been totally upset about that. And now I cannot wait. 80 degrees in Texas from Silver Cat. Huh. Amazing. We have a super fun lineup of people coming in. The way this is going to work, we're going to bring some of my garden friends in. We're going to play a few games. We're going to chit chat for about 10 minutes with everybody. If you guys have questions for them, once I'm done with fun stuff, um, they can answer a question or two, whatever much time we have. So if you guys have questions for our guests, feel free to ask them in the chat. Um, I do have the lovely and wonderful Rachel in the background running the chat today, so she can actually field some of the comments, and she can be on the lookout for bad actors. So don't act up, Rachel will get you. Um, None of you people would do that. You're all too good for that. So, um, oh my gosh. So Silvercats, 80 today, 70 for the next few days. You're an expat Britain used to 4 seasons. Not this. That would be a big difference. My goodness. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna roll into our first guest. So this is Chai Ming. She is you'll find her on YouTube and Instagram as Coastal Homestead. We're gonna put this up, banner up on the screen for you in a second. Before I bring her in here, I just want you to tell I just want to tell you that she and I had some kind of synergy going on this year because I think we ended up at 5 or 6 like things together this year. So I am going to add chiming into onto the stage. Hello, thank you for coming.
Hi. Yeah,
So
I think it
how
was
many things were we at together this year?
Northwest, right?
Mm-hmm.
You were there. Yeah,
Yep.
I think that's where we kicked it off.
That
And
yep.
then Bailey's,
Mm-hmm.
then Ball, then Proven, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then I said, Erin, what you doing in October? Can you come out for a few days? Yeah. So, and that was more than just a brand trip. That was a full on our little
That was a whole
adventure.
experience.
Yes, that
Yeah,
was
that was something. Anyway, so we just kept seeing each other everywhere we went this year, and it was fabulous. It was great. I enjoyed it so much. You guys, just so you guys need a little bit of background, Chai Ming lives in the shadow of LAX. She has 2 sons, 2 dogs, an amazing garden, a great garden design business. She does all sorts of show gardens. She does all sorts of school gardening. What else is there to say? I mean, did I hit all the high points there?
I
Did I
think you
miss anything?
did. Nope.
Okay,
I think you
good.
nailed it. Are you gonna be at Northwest in a couple months?
I am not going to go to Northwest this year. I think that's an every other year show for me, probably. It's a long haul out there, and it tends to interrupt with if I want to get away for an actual warm vacation,
Mm,
that timing is tough. So
instead of a
maybe
rainy one?
instead of a cool and rainy one. Not that I don't love it out there,
Yes.
but I also like a beach. So there's that.
Yeah, I live about a mile from the beach,
Yeah. Yeah.
so we
So
never
don't need to
go.
vacation there. Yeah, right. That's how that works, right?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, you guys. So you guys can leave questions for chiming while we're talking here, and we'll get some of those up at the end. But first, I have some fun questions for you, because we're just gonna have fun with this. So, what's the best thing that happened in your garden this year?
I think there's a lot of things, but I think the best would actually be birds. And I know that sounds like, wait, we don't want birds, but these are the little cute ones that eat the worms that you don't want, the caterpillars. So those are a good thing. And it's actually really cool because I moved into this house in 2019 and I just started doing little things. I'm a very DIY when it comes to my own garden. And I try not to use as many chemicals. I know I try to avoid as much as possible because I do a good mix of food and flowers in my space. And just to give context to everyone else, I only have 5,000 square feet total. That's with my house on it. So I don't have a huge garden to work with. So I jam pack everything. And the fact that I now have birds and there's praying mantis and like things like that that have reoccurring season on season now, it's like its own little ecosphere in my space. So and I also think maybe because I'm turning 45 in March, I'm going through this like midlife awakening journey. And I I think Robbie's on, so he knows this, but I bought a bird like feeder that has a little Wi-Fi camera, and I'm not a bird person, but I think when you reach a certain age, you start to appreciate the wildlife more, and then you bird watch, and so I think I'm there, you know? So
So do you actually like, I mean, are you checking in on your bird feeder? Do you get like an announcement when there's a bird at your Wi-Fi bird feeder, or how does that
so
work?
it's still in a box because I have
Oh,
to make a video, right? Like it came last week, but I have to film it, so I haven't haven't gotten it. But theoretically, I was down in San Diego with the Epic Gardening team to wrap up some other filming, and they gave me all this bird seed. So of course I had to go buy a feeder, and of course if I'm going to get a feeder, I need to get the one that has the camera because this camera will identify these birds. So yeah, it's like a whole thing.
yeah,
Oh
that's look, see, we've got, well, I guess
yeah,
it's
that's
birding
even.
season. It's the age of birding.
See,
That's
I think
funny.
it's perfect.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love our birds. Oh, I'm actually looking at a cardinal sitting right outside the window right now, so it's very bird picturesque, but I have not gotten one of those Wi-Fi bird feeders. Okay. Any exciting garden plans for 2026 for you?
Yeah, I think because we did so much travel in 2025, I did a lot of gardening projects for clients. I kind of burnt out a little bit on my own garden. So 2026 is going to be about my garden and kind of refocusing on myself and sharing that. And that's why YouTube, things like that, I'm going to be sharing a lot more of my own space. And I tend to more is more with my garden. But again, like I have so little space, I need to now actually cull some of the items instead of having 50 roses. I need to now not have 50 roses. That's going to be very hard. But yeah, it's going to be reorganizing what I do have. I have a lot of fruit trees in the back. Like I've squished in lemon, lime, a guava, which is
Oh,
actually a
so
airlated from
jealous.
my mom's tree.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
yeah, and I don't know if most people don't know this fruit. It's like a Asian, Southeast Asian native fruit, or even Latin roots maybe, but it's called a wax apple and also a mountain apple. And my husband says it tastes like styrofoam, but I don't think so. It has like a very light rosewater flavor. So I have that tree in the back. I have a loquat tree. So all the tropicals. And for context for those in the chat, they here in Southern California, where I am, it's technically zone 10B. And because I'm near the water, it's very coastal. And a lot of people think California, they think LA is a desert, but I'm technically a Mediterranean microclimate, and we rarely. I think this is gonna make some people mad. We rarely drop below 40 at night at the coldest. I see the eye rolls. And oh, see, Robbie said that my husband's right. The texture is like styrofoam. But it's one of my favorite fruit. It's a Taiwanese fruit. That's where my family's from. So it has like a little bit of nostalgia for me, the wax apple. But yeah, so the microclimate we have is very coastal, and we have kind of like a insulated layer. So it doesn't ever get too hot. We rarely get over 80, maybe for 2 weeks of the year, we'll get over 80. For 2 weeks of the year, we'll get under 40. And those are like night and day temperatures. So
Yeah.
great for people.
Right. Sounds amazing. Sounds absolutely amazing to have all that fruit growing in your backyard and such cool plants. But it sounds like 2026 for you is sort of a year of refining, perhaps. Is that, would you
Yes.
say that's correct? Yeah.
Yes, because I think like what you and I do, and some of our friends joining later, is we get to see all the new plants first.
Yeah.
And it's very hard to say no or
Right.
not, we don't need
Right.
this in our garden. So I always want to
Sorry, my
add,
hair's
no,
sticking
it's
up.
okay. Oh man, we've seen each other covered in dirt,
Yeah.
been stuck in car. How long was that drive to Home Depot in Maine? Like
Yeah.
a
Right.
long drive. So, yeah.
To give everybody a little bit of context, we for this project we were working on, we had to go get plants. And we jammed, I think, I forget what it was now. I counted them at some point. We jammed, I mean, an amazing amount of plants from 3 different stops into like a very normal car. Anyway, it was impressive. And
And it
um
was October in Maine when there are not very many plants.
yeah, it was shocking that we
So,
found as many plants as we did to actually jam into a car. So that was a good adventure. Um Yeah, Huntington Gardens is amazing, absolutely amazing. I'm so happy that I have been there before. I would like to get back. It was 2018 is when I was there, so
oh yeah.
I'm overdue for. Do you get to? I mean, okay, let me ask you this: do you go to the gardens that are near you very often? I mean, I know that we've got great gardens near me, and I don't go to them because, and then I go to. I'm more likely to go to a garden that's farther away than I am to the ones that are close to me. So, where are you on
Yeah.
that?
I'm probably same with you. I am a member at the Huntington Gardens because it just seems to make sense. Like, I got it because what is that the stinky one called? Oh my gosh, Crystal is obsessed with them. Um, the
Oh,
big
the
giant one.
the
Yeah,
skunk
I'm
thing,
yes, I am
the thing
drawing
that
a
smells like
blank.
carrion. Yeah.
Yes, that one. So I did go see that, brought my kids, and they were like, "It smells like a litter box. Why did you bring us?" But I thought it was cool because the thing is like 4 feet tall, you know.
Yeah.
They also have really great plant sales if you're around for that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I
Good to
went
know.
2 years ago. I went to an orchid one, and I got a vanilla orchid there. So
Oh,
I've been trying
how's
to
that
grow
doing? Do you
that.
still have it?
I still have it. It's still alive. I again 2026 need to take care of my garden better. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
I hear you. All right, last question before we get into a little rapid fire game. What's a dream? And everyone's going to get this question. So those of you who are corpse flower, yes, thank you.
Yes, that's the
Um,
one.
everybody's going to get this question. So, what is a dream plant that you would love to grow?
That one is so hard. There's too many plants that I want to grow. And for context, Erin told me this about 15 minutes ago. I would have to answer, and I can't name one. But how about I do a dream one that I can get next year? There's two trees that I want to get, and one is it's a sugar apple tree, and so I think it's like a cross between a atamoya and a cherry moya or something. So it's like a tropical fruit. There's that, and there's also a star fruit tree, because fruit off of your own tree is just so much better than what you can buy at the store, right? And I can't
Yeah,
always travel to tropical areas to get that, but if I could, I would rub a magic, genie lamp and wish for more space, because then I could have more space for ornamentals. Like, I see your garden and I want to grow all of those things, but I have to prioritize what I
right,
can fit.
right,
So, and I think a lot of what you grow likes a little bit of chill, because I can't. So, for example, tulips, I can't do that without sticking them in the fridge.
right,
So, yeah,
right.
they don't come back every year for me.
Right. Well, see, there's an advantage of
There
growing
you
things
go.
in Wisconsin where I can't grow anything you just named in your backyard,
Yeah.
but I can grow a tulip kinda until something eats it.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. We are going to play a little holiday rapid fire
Ooh,
game here.
okay, I'm ready.
While we're doing this, if you guys have any questions for Chai Ming, leave them in the comments. All right. The subject of your rapid fire questions are we're going to talk about holidays in general. All right, ready? Favorite holiday?
Dang it. I don't know.
We're not playing the
I'm
game very
awful.
well.
I know. I'm not good at this. Any day I get to spend in the garden. How's that?
That's not a holiday. Something that's on the calendar.
Um, I would probably say Lunar New Year, just because I get to eat a lot of different things.
There we go. That leads in well to our next question, which is what is your favorite food to eat for any holiday? Any traditional holiday food that you eat for a holiday?
Probably seafood. Anything seafood. Like, I'm all about that.
Okay. Favorite family tradition, holiday related.
I'm like the worst for this. Um, I don't know. We like to pick some. I like to do this often, actually, not just holidays, but especially when there's time off. Um, I want to do something just off the cuff. Like I woke up and we're just gonna go do something together. I don't know what that's gonna be. It could be we're gonna just go on a hike and just push our boundaries. Like it doesn't have to be all planned out. We're just gonna go on an adventure day. So we usually call those mommy days,
That's good. I
where
like
I'm just
that.
gonna be like, we almost went to Vegas tomorrow, but I think we're hosting for Christmas. We always host Christmas and Thanksgiving. So I think I would probably go a little too crazy if I'm gone Sunday and Monday and come back Tuesday. So we're not gonna do a mommy trip to Vegas, but I was gonna do that.
Fun. Okay. Worst part of Christmas.
Ooh, cleaning up.
That's what I would have said too. Um, okay. Favorite Christmas song.
Oh, I mean, Mariah. Like, I don't know. Um, yeah,
That's perfectly acceptable.
I
Okay.
think so.
And last one, New Year's Eve, in or out?
In.
Okay,
I used
there
to
we
be
go.
out, but
Well,
in.
yeah, everyone this goes for a lot of things, right? I mean,
Out
is
out
it
at like 9 o'clock, like out. Not
right?
not party out.
Right. Yeah, exactly. All right. Chiming, did we have any questions come through for chiming to put up there? Okay. If anyone has something, I'm going to finish up with one last one, which is favorite. You work with a lot of, I know you do a lot of work with the school gardens. So, favorite, like, thing that you like, what's your biggest piece of advice that you give to those kid gardeners when you're working in there? Or how do you know what's the best thing you tell them that really resonates with them?
That I think the thing that resonates the most would be that they can do it. They Because right now I think kids and even adults, we're programmed to follow rules, follow procedures, even the back of a seed packet. We don't let ourselves think on our own. And so I just tell them explore. Your best tools are these. You don't need a trowel. It's also a safety thing because kids are like this with, with
Yeah.
like the hand rake.
Someone's gonna
So
lose an eye.
yes, an eye or a finger or something. So I just say, nope, use your five senses. It goes back to basics when we were kids, before all the screens, before all the help, right? Is use your five senses. And one plant that they love for some reason is broccoli flowers. And I'm not talking like the floret, but the actual flower. And I think that's great. And I say, well, try the flower, try the floret, try a leaf, try a stem. Does it all taste the same? So it's like, really, how do we connect back to actually being a kid and exploring again, making it fun instead of, oh, I got to do all these things.
Oh, that's fabulous. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Chiming, thank you so much for coming. I know you have a baseball game or something,
Basketball. Yeah.
kid game that you got to get to. So thank you so much for coming. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Great to
You
see
too.
you everywhere I went this year. I'm sure our paths will cross very soon again.
Yes. At the
All
next
right.
trip.
Thank you for coming.
See you.
Bye bye. All right, guys, that was Chai Ming, who is an excellent travel companion if you ever need one, and a good person to run into at various places. Um, Hi to everybody who's still coming in. Uh, Lots of people from Texas here today. You guys send the heat north, we'll take it. Okay, the next person we're going to bring in is Yulia. Hello, Yulia. Okay. You guys, do you know Yulia? I hope you do. Yulia lives in New Jersey. She is a garden designer. She has an ebook, a great garden design ebook. She is an absolute hoot. She's amazing on all her channels. She also makes the world's best garland every year. And so now we are going to bring in Yulia. Hi, Yulia.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for coming. You have your beautiful tree behind you. That's looking very nice. Well done. She's very good at very good at the all the holiday decor. And how many seeds have you started? How many types of seeds have you already started?
A girl shall not tell, but
No, so no sewing and telling, is that the deal?
no, but let me see. At least 7 types, but planning on starting more next week. So, yes,
Oh my
super
gosh.
excited.
I don't you get how do you keep it up? I mean, this is the thing. If I started this early, I'd be really sick of it by I mean, usually by the time it's time for stuff to go outside, I'm like, get out. Just get
Yeah.
out.
Oh no,
I
definitely
mean,
a struggle. I think I think a lot of it is people don't have supplemental light that is right. And also like the air circulation. For me, I don't get tired of gardening. You know that. Like I'm hardcore, I'm obsessed 24/7, 365 days a year. I need plants. Like it's just my therapy. Like I need to see something living, something growing, germinating. And I normally don't start seeds this early, but because of the project that is coming up next year, I need a lot of ground covers. So I just imagine buying them in the store, and that just would not be feasible. It's just so
right.
much easier to start from seed. I actually didn't have high hopes for them at all, but they're all germinated. And now I'm kind of scared. There's just like a rug of ground covers in my basement right now. And
I
I
mean,
don't,
you
so
got a long way. I mean, how many
yeah,
times are you
yeah.
going to have to pot those things on before you can get those outside?
Well, they're very slow growing. So for those in the chat, I started Corsican mint, Irish moss, thyme, and Kenilworth ivy. So Kenilworth ivy is one of the aggressive ones. Those I'm going to have to pot up a little bit more often. But Corsican mint, it's like a slow grower.
Hmm.
And so is Irish moss. So I have plenty of time for those. And thyme is not, yeah, it's gonna be fine. I'll send you some if I have extra.
Okay, you can always do that. I'll take it. Oh, hey, Steph. Thank you for coming in, Steph. Um, uh, yes, Yulia, your dog, your sweet dog, in his wagon there. Okay, Yulia, I got some questions for you, ma'am. All right, favorite plant, new or old, that you grew in 2025?
Lizzie and this for sure. For sure. I
And
know
you
you.
grow those, and you grew those from seed.
I grew those from
And
seed
so you will start those in January or so,
in
right?
few days.
In
No,
a
no,
few
no.
days.
Few days. I already got the greenhouse. I got the seeds. I'm all ready. I know you cannot relate. You're the impatient gardener.
I am. I am. I mean, I
So,
love Lysianthus. They are amazing. I totally get it. I just cannot. I mean, you grow those things for 9 months before you see
mhm.
a flower on them.
Absolutely.
Oh my lordy.
I'm personally very patient person and also very stubborn, which can be kind of a curse and a superpower, I guess.
Yeah.
So, and it's a perfect qualities for growing Lysianthus because I finally cracked the code in 2025. I think I finally got it. I know what they want, I know what they like. And then that patience, just
Yeah.
making sure that, yes, the germination is right, the light is right, the water, the fertilizer, and then 9 months of waiting.
Have you done a video on growing Lysianthus yet?
No,
Are you going to
and
do one? Because everyone's going to ask what cracking the code is, so
absolutely. I think I
okay.
should. Yeah.
Stay tuned to Yulia's channel on the secret to growing Lysianthus other than patience.
They're so worth it. So
They
worth
are no, they are stunning. They are amazing, amazing flowers. Beautiful. Um, okay, biggest challenge that you face in your garden
it. In general,
in general.
time and space. like everyone.
Yeah.
I think we all want more space because there's like limitless number of plants that we want to grow and more time because we're all very busy.
Yeah.
So I would say in 2026, what I'm doing in my garden, which I've planned for a while now, is editing a lot of what's going on there right now. because my garden is old.
Yeah.
It's almost 20 years. So inevitably what happens is plants get old. They have a lifespan, especially shrubs. Perennials kind of live forever because you divide them and like they can live for hundreds of years, right?
Yeah.
That genetic source. But shrubs die, trees die, plants get sick. So I've noticed, especially in 2025, a lot of my things, I lost elderberry, I lost viburnums to verticillium wilt. So those I already cut down. I'm also going to remove a lot of the invasives that I still have in my garden. And it sucks because they're beautiful plants, but I know they are just so terrible ecologically. So I still have miscanthus to remove, I have a couple of barberries, but that will leave me vacant space to try all of the new wonderful things that I've been seeing out there. And so definitely space. And when people ask me like, how do I deal with this? There's no space. You can grow all the plants, just not at the same time. Right? So you can try. Yes. You can try. And then if something you don't like, that is absolutely out. You should not have something in your garden. I mean, you and your daylilies, like out.
Get the hook. Hey, I just wanted to share this that Steph has a good idea of the best challenge in your garden, which would be noise. Because if you guys watch Yulia's channel, you will know every time this poor woman tries to make a damn video, there is a truck, a lawnmower. What was there like? They were digging a hole in the street one day. I don't know. So.
They were changing gas lines this summer.
I know,
I couldn't make a single YouTube video. I'm so jealous of those people who live like on the outskirts of something, and I live with like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite funny. Okay, dream plant that you would love to grow, and you can interpret this however you want. This could be a dream plant that you could grow, or this could be the dream plant that you wish you could grow. This could whatever you think this is. I want to hear what it is.
I would say there's many, obviously, but Dixonia or Tasmanian fern. I mean, you watch any of the British garden shows, they just have that climate, and it's like a zone 9, like a mildish.
Yeah, but it's that Gulf Stream air that comes over there, and it's just perfect.
But the plant is stunning. It's a tree fern, which is a cool thing in its own, and it's incredibly architectural. So you can have it as a focal point in your garden. You can plant 3, and it's just such a different texture and architecture for sure. So
yeah, that's an excellent pick. Okay, we are going to play a little game of garden this or that. While we're doing this, if you guys have questions for Yulia,
I'm a little nervous now.
Other than how to grow lysianthus, because she's going to cover that in a thorough video so we can all know, and then I will just go to her house and get the stuff that she's already grown, and then I'll go from there. No. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. Okay, this is rapid fire. This is like, what's your gut telling you? Ready? Annuals or perennials?
Annuals.
Not the answer I was expecting from you. Which would you rather do, weed or water?
Weed. 100%. I love weeding. Love it. I love it. I'm weird.
You would be a good pair because my answer to that would be watering. So I'll do your watering if you want to do my weeding.
Oh, weeding is like therapy for me.
Oh, that's great. You can, if you need more therapy, come on over. I'm acting like we live near each other in some way. It would be difficult to make any of these things
I would
happen.
love that.
Yeah, so would I. Okay, formal or informal garden design?
Informal.
Climate, would you rather garden all year or have a forced winter break?
Oh, all year.
Oh. Okay, colorful or restrained palette?
Restrained.
Containers, yes or no?
Yes. 100%, 1000%.
I know. That was kind of a
That
ringer. That was kind of a ringer of a question. Sun or shade?
sun. That was a tough one. That was a
It
tough one.
is.
Yes,
It is.
it
It
is.
is
It's
tough.
yeah.
There's something with a shade garden. Well, first of all, it forces you to be a little bit more creative, and you have a
Mhm,
more limited palette that you can choose from.
mhm.
So I think that shade can often lead to a really successful garden, and you just have to rely on all these other things. But
Yeah.
but you really, I mean, you
Well,
start with a big limitation
yeah,
there.
my problem is that I've always had a shade garden. So I've always struggled with those sunny spots. We lost a lot of trees over the last 15 years that we've lived here. So I have a ton more sun now.
Yeah,
But now that the garden is sunny, I realize just how much I did not appreciate the shade garden because
yeah,
it gets hot and
yeah,
it gets brutal, and you're out there weeding and like doing all the things that you're saying. And that, like, I'm seeking that cooler spots in the
yeah,
garden now. Yes, for sure.
yeah. Great. Good. All right. Well, Yulia, thank you so much for coming.
Of
I
course.
appreciate, thank you for celebrating. Oh, why don't you tell us quickly, what's your plan for Christmas? How will you be celebrating Christmas this year?
We're just visiting some friends. So because the doggy is not well, we can't really travel or leave him with anyone else. So we're just going to our neighbors or friends who are like 1 mile away, which is fine. Usually we would travel to see family who are in California now, most of them. But yes, but before we go, I just wanted to say, you
Yeah.
guys, is today the darkest day of the
Oh,
year? Is it
oh,
tomorrow or today? Because I'm always looking forward to that day when I think it's
I
tomorrow.
think
Tomorrow's
I
the
think it's I think
solstice.
it's tomorrow we get I think the days start getting longer tomorrow, right?
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes. That is like we
Oh,
when
that's the best news I've had all day.
yes.
Thank you for
I
that.
was so excited. I saw it today. Somebody mentioned winter solstice, and there's like, oh, that's it. We're like on our way to spring.
Oh, that is the
Super
best news
excited.
I've had. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh. Thank you for that. I totally forgot. Thank you.
of
That's great news.
course.
All right, Yulia, thank you so much for coming. Appreciate it. You have a Merry Christmas and
You
Happy
too.
Holidays.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
All right. Bye, Yulia. Thank you.
Bye.
All right. All right, you guys. That was Yulia. She is so creative. She's and clearly patient, obviously. So that is just I love talking to Yulia. She's very inspirational. All right. Next one up, we're gonna go to Brad. Brad, we're coming at you. Brad from Garden Evolution. He is in Ohio.
Oh, should I flip
And
this thing?
no,
Or does that
no,
fill
don't
the
flip it. Nope.
page?
Oh, yeah, there you go. Whatever you got going on there is good.
Okay.
Um, Hi, Brad. Welcome. Happy
Hi.
holidays.
How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for coming and celebrating with us. How are things in Ohio today?
We're above freezing finally. We've had every day has been like in the 20s and so much snow, it's ridiculous, but it's backing off a bit now. So that's exciting. But in the midst of all that, I got sick and I got sick this morning and it's been kind of a blah day for me.
Oh, well, good. I'm glad you see now you have an excuse to perk up and come to a little garden party. Brad's been busy, guys. He built his own greenhouse and he's been putting an extension on his greenhouse, which he just finished, what, a couple of weeks ago, right?
Yeah, I haven't shown anything of it yet. I've been putting it off for no reason. I really just need to get out there and just do the video and show everybody. But there's a few things I want to get done before I officially show everything of it. So, but it came out really,
I
really good.
I love your greenhouse though because it's got kind of a modern edge to it. So it's different from, I mean, all greenhouses are beautiful, I think, but it's different from a lot of the greenhouses that we often see in places. So it's nice to see it's nice to see what you're doing with that.
I appreciate
Okay,
it.
Brad, we had a question. Remind everybody what part of Ohio you're in.
I'm in Northeast Ohio, so I'm an hour away from Cleveland. I won't give my exact location, but about an hour away from Cleveland.
Could you give us please, Brad, give us your address. Someone's out there Googling right now.
I wouldn't be surprised. I've had a few messages of people that said, "Oh, I know exactly where you're living." You're like, "Oh, thanks, great."
Well, there you go. Let's just say they probably drove by, saw your garden, and admired it. So maybe
Yeah.
that's what that was about. Okay, Brad, question time. Favorite new to you plant? No, is it new to you? No, I'm saying favorite new plant that you grew in 2025.
This is gonna
Or
be
if you don't, it
shock.
could be new to you too. It's fine.
This is
Whatever.
gonna be shocking because I just posted it my story the other day. I was given a couple sample plants of Darwin Perennials' new Rebecca that's coming out this year called Suntacular. I loathe Rebecca. This just has that little perfect little orange glow in the center. It's non-stop blooming versus like traditional Goldstrom that comes in, does its thing, blooms for a few weeks, and then it's out. This was going from midsummer all the way till frost, and
Have
it took
you
a
grown
hard
American?
frost.
Have you grown American Gold Rush?
No, I've seen it and I don't
Okay.
like the yellow color of it. That's another thing.
I was just gonna ask you to compare those two and which one you like better, but since you haven't grown it. Okay.
Well, visual comparison, I think this one's a little bit taller than Gold Rush, but it does have the same leaf texture and shape. I don't know the exact Latin name behind all of it and what the background is on it, but
Yeah.
it doesn't get the disease like that. But I just like the darker gold and the bit of orange in the center of it. I think it's just a nice little fun pop.
Tell me again what the name of that was.
Suntacular.
Suntacular. Okay.
Yeah, it's being released by Darwin Perennials this year.
Got
So
it. Okay.
it'll be a
So on the
non-branded.
so people will be able to get it this in 2026. Good.
Yep.
Great. Okay. What are you most excited for 2026? Because it seems to me like you're kind of excited for next year, and I want to know what it is that's getting you excited.
Right now, it's all the planning that I get to do because we're on our local master gardener store. So I
Oh,
work
that's right. And when is that? June? Early June?
third week of June.
Yeah. So early in the
So
season.
yeah, so I mean it's prime time because that's when like a lot of my cone flowers will be blooming and such. But being under that pressure gets me motivated to get all the stuff that I want to get done. We've got a new path going in along this side of the house. Me and Rob have been talking about possibly building a bigger pond out back, so that's going to be happening. Luckily the greenhouse addition got done because that just got off the list really quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, well, good luck with that that's a big. How many people do you know how many people to expect coming through your garden?
They said upwards to 500 plus people in a day.
That's a lot of people coming through your
Yeah,
garden.
yeah, it's gonna be a lot
Pressure's
of dead
on.
grass.
Oh well, you got you know what? The grass is gonna go dormant anyway. You got all year to fix it. It'll be fine. No
Right,
problem.
exactly.
I'm sure people are gonna love seeing that. That's awesome. Okay. Dream plant that you would love to grow.
Well, Yulia stole mine because I absolutely love tree ferns. I have one that I keep in the greenhouse, but I want a big palm in my garden.
Oh yeah,
But
absolutely.
so I'm a part of like a zone pushers group on Facebook, and they're like, they've got all these freaking boxes and old C4 light bulbs wrapped around them. I'm like, I'm not willing to commit that much to it. I'll grow one in the greenhouse, and then when it hits the roof line, she's out. I'll start over. There's no way. I don't have that type of commitment.
Yeah, no, that is a big commitment when people go to those extremes. I've certainly gone to extremes for plants too, but that is, the wrapping and the problem is like the heartbreak if whatever you do is not enough, you
I've had
know?
heartbreak over the simplest plants. You think I'm going to invest that much time and effort into
Right.
that, and then that goes? No, not a
Right.
chance.
Right. Absolutely. Okay. If time and money were no object, what would you do in your garden? Let's say you
I'd
had to stay in the same garden you're in right now, but
Okay.
if time and money were no object, what would you do in there?
I'd hire everybody else to do the work for me.
Really?
There's not enough time. I don't have time to put pathways in. I don't want to be backbreaking my, out there putting a pond in, but I'm going to do it because I'm cheap and I don't want to hire anybody because if it goes wrong, at least it's on me and I can't yell at somebody else for it.
So do you have like a big, like, I mean, is that what you're thinking? Like you'd want more paths to your garden? You want like, well, you mentioned you might do like a bigger pond. So you'd hire somebody to put in like a big pond or something?
I wouldn't say it's not like some huge pond. I would say this is probably going to be like a 10 by 10 pond, with just like a little bit of a trickle
It's
down
not
to it.
not like aquascapes,
No,
rivers and whatnot.
no, I don't. No, no. Good, no, good Lord.
Fish? Are we gonna do fish?
Oh, of
Koi? Are you gonna
course.
get into koi?
No, I hate koi. The funny thing is, before gardening, well, and actually in the midst of gardening, I used to have 30 aquariums
That's
full of
right. You're a
fish.
big fish guy.
Yeah,
So are you
I
gonna put
have.
fish in this pond or what?
We have fish in our current pond. We'll move
Oh, you
them
do.
over. And I don't. How familiar are you with like some of the like goldfish varieties?
I know there are goldfish. And also I know comet goldfish, and I know some have real pretty flappy fins.
Okay, so there is one that's called the shabunkin. They're basically just a calico version of goldfish, and they usually have really long fins. I want to add some of those in, but I do not want koi.
That shabunkin might be the kind of goldfish that Will Radler has at his house, and he has them. He can call them, and they come. It's
Oh,
really weird. When we were there, he got out there and he started whistling. I'm like, what is he doing? And here comes the goldfish. He's got his goldfish trained to come.
that's
I thought it was
hysterical.
I thought it was quite impressive. All
I
right,
will. I will
let's
aspire to that.
there you go. All right, let's talk holidays. Let's do a little holiday rapid fire here. I don't have too many rapid fires for you, but um uh favorite holiday traditional holiday drink.
So I'm not really a big drinker, which
That's
is
right, you're not. Well, that's fine.
which
Doesn't have to be booze.
um I don't like we don't do anything really special as far as alcohol or like any just drinks in regard like at all. I would just say hot cocoa
Well, that's
because you
see?
because you can
Yeah.
just dress it up any way you want.
Do you put a candy cane in your hot cocoa?
No,
Oh,
no,
come on.
I'm not really big on peppermint.
I'm not either, actually. To be honest,
Just
neither am I.
give me whipped cream and marshmallows. I'm good to go.
Extra marshmallows or
Extra whipped cream.
okay, got it. Okay. Favorite holiday food.
So we don't do traditional food here. We do lasagna for dinner on Christmas.
Mhm.
So homemade lasagna. Usually my mom makes it, but this year I'm making it, which is the same recipe as my mom. So it'll be good, but it won't be as good as my mom's. So yeah, that would be my favorite. But I do love cookies. I do love homemade cookies when people bring them.
Um, okay. Holiday movies. Either favorite holiday movie uh, of any kind.
Is Mean Girls technically a holiday movie? It has the Christmas scene in it where they're doing the
No, that's
dance.
not a holiday movie.
I don't. We do. I mean, we do Home Alone every year. Like that's tradition. But
Okay.
I. But sorry, Mean Girls is my favorite because the Christmas scene.
Okay. All right. Hallmark movies, yes or no?
Oh God, no.
Okay, favorite holiday song?
Ariana Grande's Santa. Is it Santa Tell Me? I think it's
Is
that
it?
one.
Okay. You were quick on the draw on that one. It's
Well,
almost
because
like you knew that one was coming.
I watched Julia and I'm like, oh, of course, Mariah.
Um, okay. Favorite New Year's Eve? In or out?
Out. I've done it for years. I'm going to bed early.
You mean in. So basically
Oh,
you're out, but you want to spend it in.
oh, for sure.
The question was
Oh,
not clear, to be
oh
honest. Not
yeah.
your
No, the
fault then.
party days are over for me.
Really?
Oh
That's a
gosh,
shame,
I
Brad.
can't. I can't do it. There's too many people. They're all drunk. They're just.
There's
I'm
a lot
good.
of pressure on New Year's Eve to make I mean, I don't think I ever had a New Year's Eve where I went out other than the year 2000, which was great. But other than that, I don't think I've ever been out on New Year's Eve where like because it can't live up to the hype. There's too much pressure to make it into something. It's just way easier if you just sleep through New Year.
Yeah, exactly.
We used to have parties. We used to have a neighborhood party every year, and we kind of stopped doing it after every year. They started hosting the New Year's party earlier and earlier and earlier so that we could all pretend midnight was at a different time. And I think
I'm
when it finally got to like, oh, we're gonna celebrate midnight at 10 o'clock, we're like, maybe we're all just too old to be doing this.
I'm all for that though. That sounds good to
I
me.
don't have I don't have a problem with it, but
Did you
you
know?
know,
Okay, so I've never been to New York. Did you know they keep the ball up all year round?
I did not. No, they don't really.
That apparently, I don't remember what I was watching, but they said they keep up the the New Year's Eve ball all year round. I'm
I
like,
did
well,
not know.
like that's disappointing.
Yeah, I who knew? I have
Yeah.
been to New York, but I can't recall ever looking to see if the. And I was actually there in. I think was I there in December? No, I think I was there in like October or November. Did a
Mm.
cousin's trip there. It involved a hansom cab. It's a terrible idea. Terrible idea. All right. All right, Brad. That's all I got for you.
Okay.
Thank you for coming so much. Appreciate. Oh, here's one. What's your favorite Christmas cookie? Are you like a cutout sugar cookie guy, or are you like a chocolate kiss guy, or what?
I like snickerdoodles.
Oh, that's a good cookie.
Yeah.
That's a great cookie.
It,
Snickerdoodles is a fine cookie.
yeah, those are
Good.
my
All right.
favorite.
Everybody send Brad snickerdoodles.
Sounds good.
All right. Thank you for coming, Brad. Merry
No
Christmas. Happy
problem. Thanks.
holidays.
Yeah,
Thank you
thanks
so
for
much. Hope
having
you feel
me.
better.
Thanks.
All right. Bye, Brad. All right, you guys, that's Brad. He's a good egg. Check him out on Garden Evolution, Instagram, and YouTube. Okay, now we have a guest who I also ran into lots of times this year, which is great. We are close to each other, though. She hails from near Chicago. It is the one and only Heather from Heather Here She Grows. Thank you for
Hey,
coming.
thanks for having
Hi.
me, Erin.
Oh, I'm so happy you're here. You
Yeah.
look very festive, and I appreciate you bringing the festiveness. It's
Yeah,
great.
you said party. I said red lipstick and a velvet shirt. So let's
I
go.
love it. I love it. That's awesome. I should have consulted with you on my wardrobe before I did this today. So you guys, hopefully you follow Heather. She has you have kind of a small garden, right? I mean, how big is your garden?
Oh gosh, it's just a suburban garden. I don't even know the square footage. It's a pie-shaped lot, so it's bigger in the front and very tiny and shallow in the back. So it's a strange shape.
Yeah, so I love the way that you've shown, how you can work within that space and how you manage that kind of awkward space. And there is a
Hmm.
project that you did this year that that I love this so much.
Yeah.
Tell us that's in the side yard, is that right? With the green
Yeah.
spires? So
Yeah,
tell
and
us
it
about
was
that.
just all grass. And I mean, we've been here for over 20 years, so it's been grass for 20 years. And it was just an unused space. And I'm sorry, family's coming home now. If you can hear the dog barking, my apologies.
That's
um,
Johnny. Everyone say hi to Johnny in the background.
Johnny, yeah. Um, but it was unused and I just started tearing it up. And I live in an HOA, so I was supposed to ask for permission and never did that because I feel like, just go for it and then apologize later kind of thing. And it turns out the HOA evaluated it after I did it and decided that they absolutely loved it. So I
Oh,
didn't have
good.
to, replace the grass, thank God. But yeah, it's probably the best thing I've ever done on my property.
That's
Yeah.
fabulous. And so the particular part I like about it, can you talk a little bit about well, first of all, you also lost a really important tree in your garden this year. So maybe you want to just tell us about
Yeah.
that and what you chose to replace that with.
So I lost a fire crabapple in the front yard. And then I lost two of the pussy willow trees in the backyard. And it was a storm that took them out. And they were just, both of them, it was a real loss for the crabapple. I was devastated because it's the front yard garden, and that's the focal point. And the backyard garden, the pussy willows, I knew were on the outs anyway, so that was no big surprise. But just trying to reimagine that space with something different when you've had a crabapple tree being there for 20 years, and the pussy willows were back there for about 15 years. So once all of that came out, it changes the lighting. So, a shade garden suddenly is forced to be a sun garden. So now all of those plants have to come out and you have to reimagine it, which my garden, those spaces are also 20 years old, over 20 years old. So to Yulia's point, she's got an older garden too. So plants age out, gardens age out. So it's an opportunity to experiment with some new plants and create again. So I was excited about that part of it too, once I got over the loss of those trees.
Yeah. What was, didn't you put in kind of a columnar? Did you put in an oak of some kind? Am I remembering that?
did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the first columnar one I did in the side yard garden was one called Kindred Spirit. So that's about 35 feet tall and only about 5 feet wide. And then the newest one that I replaced the crabapple with is one called Crimson Spire. So it's a little bit bigger, about 12 to 15 feet wide and about 35 to 40 feet tall, but still maintains that nice fastigious shape so that, it's going to be there's going to be a lot of tall things around. So it's going to have a different feel to it. Whereas the trees that I had before were more multi-stem umbrella shape. So I've got a totally different kind of very sculptural. It's going to be, once it fills in, it's going to be very sculptural.
Yeah. You also grow a Northwind maple from which is a Isley thing, which I think is I think that's a Japanese Korean maple hybrid, right? I think that yes.
It's
I
like,
think
it's like Pseudocibolianum, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, yours is beautiful. We both I just always notice it because
Yeah.
there was one year that they sent, I think it was maybe a garden com thing. They sent
Right.
everybody, I think all the members of garden com,
Yeah.
Isley sent it was like in a gallon pot.
It was a
maybe
stick.
It was
like that.
it was a
Yeah.
small little thing.
Yeah.
And and we both got them that year. And then one year, I don't know, a couple of years ago, all of a sudden you showed this thing and yours is like what, 12 feet tall probably?
Yeah. It's probably close to 15 now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine is 3 feet tall. So so I'm always like, well, Heather did something better than I did with that plant at least.
But I have rabbits and I was so worried about that thing. So I really kind of babied it and I enclosed it with chicken wire and just to keep things off of it and just protected it because I knew the rabbits were just going to maul it.
Yeah.
So I really nurtured that thing for a long time.
Well, I mean, clearly you did a good job with it, certainly. All right. Favorite plant that you grew in 2025?
That Monarch Magic Ageratum. I'm not a big annual person, but that plant flowered. I had it in a hanging basket, and then I had it trimming out the south side of the patio, so full sun. And it's no joke. The monarchs were all over it. It's a phenomenal. I did nothing. I didn't fertilize it. I fertilized it at planting, and then I let it go for it. And it was one of those things. I really like plants that I don't have to sweat over. I don't want to baby things. And this was definitely one of those that really delivered, bringing in the pollinators and the color. It's a sprawling one. So it just kind of spreads out and it looks fantastic. The color's beautiful, tons of butterflies. You can't go wrong.
Yeah, I grew that this year too. And it is a very good plant. Yeah. But this was my first year growing that. Okay. Any exciting plans for your garden for 2026 that you're thinking about yet?
Yes. So I'm going to put a shed in finally, but I'm going through a whole process because being in an HOA, we have to ask permission. So I'm drawing that out and I have to, you have to bring it in 6 to 8 feet from the property line. And, having a small space as it is, it's difficult to navigate all of those rules. So the approval process for that is going to take a while. And then I'm going to replace my old fountain with a new fountain. So having a water feature has been huge for pollinators, and it's tons of birds and pollinators with that water feature. A fountain there has been a big game changer. So new fountain, hopefully.
Have you already picked out your new fountain?
I have. Yeah. It's one from Fiore Fountains. They're made in the United States. And I'm trying to decide which height I want, because it can't be more than 48 inches in diameter because it's replacing the old one. But I want one of those that looks like a European one that's got the shallow basin on the bottom and then a couple tiers going up. And I
Mhm.
can't decide if I want it lit or not. And I'm kind of leaning towards not lighting it because I don't like lights on at night. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds exciting. Well,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'm also looking forward to see how you work that shed in, because that
Yeah.
is really, I mean, every time I think about adding something like that to the yard, it's such a disruption in an older garden to kind of refigure how you're going to make that work,
Right.
because we've already taken up all the space where it might
Right.
go, if you came into an empty yard, no problem, right? But when you've
Yeah.
got an established yard,
But I
that can
lost
be,
those trees, so that made the shed possible. So
yeah.
the pussy willows back there came out, and I'm like, ah, shed.
There you go. There you
Yeah.
see it's all an opportunity. Bad things happen
Right.
in the garden sometimes, but it's always an
Right.
opportunity. All right, let's do a little rapid fire garden questions here. Are you
Okay.
ready? Okay.
Yeah. Oh boy.
All right. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's really tough. All right. And this is since I asked Julia this and she was like, duh. Okay, containers, yes or no?
No, I'm not a big container I'll do them. I only do like I do three containers usually, but I'm not a big container person.
Hot colors or cool colors in the garden?
I like it all. I am not picky. I like explosions of color everywhere.
That's great. Fall cleanup or spring cleanup?
Spring.
Annuals or perennials? We know this. I think we already answered this,
Nails.
but go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Which would you rather do? Weed or water?
Weed. I hate watering. And I try to plant things that don't require much water because I just don't want to do it. I don't want to do, too much of anything if I don't have to.
Do you have any irrigation set up in your garden
No.
at all?
No. And I pick
You-
plants based on that. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, we're generally pretty fortunate in this part
Yeah.
of the world that, I mean, in a semi-normal year, for the most part, we shouldn't, I always feel like we really shouldn't need to have supplemental water for,
Right.
existing plants. So,
Yeah.
okay, formal or informal garden design?
Informal all the way.
Still like solid paths or something soft like grass or wood chips or something like that?
You know what? In the side yard, it's all grass right now. And I really like that look because of the way I cut it out and it just kind of flows. But in other parts, I use flagstone and I put ground covers between the flagstone. I guess I just kind of roll with what I feel like doing. I don't have a preference for either. If it fits what I'm imagining in my mind, and granted, it doesn't always work out and I'll go, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
But that's how you learn.
Okay, and climate wise, garden all year or a forced winter break? Which would you
Forced winter break because I burn out. Yeah. By August, I'm like, okay, you guys got to just go away. I'm done. like September, early to mid-September, I've had enough.
It's actually exactly how I feel. I've just in the past couple of weeks, I've started, like, my brain has a little space to dream a little bit. Like, when
Yeah.
you're so busy in the garden, you can't even think about what is working and what's not working. I mean, to me, I
Yeah.
find it very hard to be critical about what's happening in my garden during the gardening season. It's not
Yeah.
until winter rolls around and I actually have a little bit of space in my brain and I'm a little bit
Yeah.
removed from it. That's
Yeah.
when I dream up a lot of projects I don't have time for too.
Yeah. Well, and that's kind of what happened this summer, hurting my knee and everything. I've not been able to do the stuff that I wanted to do. So I got really frustrated because I couldn't do certain things, but then I got more creative too and started imagining things for next year. And so now I think I'm probably in trouble. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see.
Yeah, I know. Whatever. Well, that's a That's a summer Heather problem. That is not a winter Heather problem.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, last question for you. What is a dream plant that you would love to have in your garden?
I really would love to try that chocolate fountain mimosa.
I
It's
don't know
beautiful.
this.
Oh my gosh.
Making
Erin, it's a
notes.
chocolate fountain weeping mimosa. It is absolutely beautiful. It's a dark colored leaf. It's multiple leaves on a single stem, but the texture on it. It is so pretty. So I was thinking a container focal point. It's hardy to zone 6. I don't know much about it though, but it's striking. It's really, really a cool plant. So
I'm
that would
gonna look
probably be
that
my
one up.
dream.
That sounds
I don't
interesting.
know where I'm going to
Great.
find it, but I've got to have it.
Oh,
So
that's cool. That's great.
that's the one.
All right. Well, listen, thank you so much for coming, Heather. I appreciate it so much.
Thanks,
And it's always
Erin.
great running into you every time we get the opportunity, for sure. You guys make
Yeah.
sure you check out Heather. Heather and Yuli are the only two people who came on this chat who have the same name, exactly the same on both Instagram and YouTube. So you are the smart ones. So, all right, you guys. Thanks so much, Heather. Happy holidays. Merry
Bye,
Christmas.
guys.
We'll see
Thanks,
you soon.
Erin. Merry
Yep.
Christmas.
Thanks for coming. All right, you guys, that is the end of our guests. Do me a favor, please. If you don't follow any of them, check them out. They all are just fun, wonderful people. Everybody has a little bit of a different perspective on gardening, which is a little bit of why I brought these people in. Also, these are all good friends. So it's also nice to oh, here, hang on a second. I just wanna post this quickly. Um M says she thinks it might be invasive in your area. So just I'm sure it's not in mine and Heather's, but keep an eye out. Always make sure when you hear people talk about plants that you just make sure you're not gonna create a nightmare for yourself there. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed this little casual garden party. I hope you enjoyed hearing from everybody here. Garden people are the best people, and I would talk to them. I just want to talk gardens all day long because everybody who's involved in gardening for the not even for the most part, everybody across the board is amazing. So it's always really fun to talk to friends about that. Thank you guys for coming. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for coming. The replay will be up on YouTube and maybe on Instagram. I'm not even sure. But I appreciate you guys coming. I hope more than anything that you guys have a very wonderful holiday, no matter what you're celebrating: Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, New Year, Festivus. Um, you know, I just hope you guys are having a really lovely season with your family and friends. And thanks as always for being a part of the Impatient Gardener family. Love you guys all. Merry Christmas. We'll talk soon. Bye, everybody.